Hey YouTube, what's chill? It's your old pal Fluffship. This is a correction video for my US President's tier list ranking video, which should already be out by the time you're watching this. So, a lot of corrections to get through. So, here we go. Let's go in chronological order. One thing I forgot to mention about Wilson. Another reason I put him in the how did you even get elected tier on the list is because he also didn't really do anything for the women's suffrage movement, which I thought was really bad. Yeah, there's a reason, that so many suffragettes were protesting right outside the White House at that time because he wasn't doing much, and I think that's disappointing. Another thing, let's see. Yes. Warren G. Harding's Secretary of State was not Harry Doherty. Harry Doherty, I think, had a different position in his cabinet. Let me actually, look this up. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, no, Harry Doherty was his attorney general. That's who he was. Sorry, I got that wrong. A few other things. I forgot to mention the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which may have moved Truman down in my estimation, but I may have already considered that. Same with the Wilson thing, actually. I may have already thought of the lack of action on women's suffrage, but I forgot to say it, so that is my fault completely on both of those. Another thing, yes, multiple Vietnam errors. So, for the Gulf of Tonkin incident, that happened under Lyndon Baines Johnson, not John Fitzgerald Kennedy. That was wrong. And, I think in the back of my mind I may have known that. I just got it wrong. I don't know. But, another thing is a lot of what I said about, what Johnson told the American people about the Vietnam War and what Westmoreland told people about the Vietnam War was, I feel like I was speculating a bit there. So, as far as I understand the situation now, it was that there was a credibility gap between Johnson and the American public, and Westmoreland actually may have told others to lie. He may have lied. I even heard a rumor that he may have lied to Johnson, and he in turn may have lied to the American public. But honestly, that was a lot of speculation, and I don't even know if I should have really gone there, outside of saying that, maybe there was some kind of a credibility gap. Let's see. Were there any other issues? Oh, yes. I feel like I was maybe a little bit hard on George Herbert Walker Bush one. Some of his policies were alright. He wasn't maybe god awful, but, he did get the U.S. into the Gulf War, which wasn't so good, so those two things maybe offset. Hey, Gulf War, Persian Gulf, Gulf of Tonkin, big day for Gulfs. Anyway, now that you've seen this, please feel free to hop over to the other video and give it some likes, dislikes, views, whatever you need to do. Please make more corrections if they need to be made. The last thing I want to do is keep making mistakes. Part of this learning video for me, or part of this, darn it, part of that video for me was a learning experience. So I was trying to do some research on all the presidents, and then a lot of that stuff I'd already known. A lot of that I had to research though, and I want to know how I can refine my research and refine my absorption of facts. And also, just let me know if there's anything wrong in there. The last thing I want is to have a non-truth in that video that just goes unresolved, just because I didn't, catch it when I was checking the video. Probably I need to be a little more careful with my fact-checking in the future anyway. But please don't hesitate to let me know if there's anything else you see in that video that's not accurate. Other than that, this is your old pal Fluffship, signing out. Goodbye, everyone.